that's why I said that the greatest assets of this country is the vast or cultivated land we have in the north. Ruben, today, in Naira terms, our GDP is about 180 trillion. In Naira terms, that's in December. In Naira terms. And food components of this, call it agricultural component of this, is about 41.8 trillion, which is about 23% of the component. And we are this where we are. If you decide today, our population is about, call it between 200 and 220. Ruben, if you use an average of feeding of 220 people at 1,000 per day, 1,000 per day, annually you're going to have about 80 trillion. If you have 80 trillion today, you've almost doubled your GDP contribution from agricultural. If you can feed yourself, you've almost doubled your GDP contribution from that sector, because you are now having about 38.5 more, about 90% or thereabout, in terms of your GDP growth from that sector. So if you add the extra, you're going to move your GDP by almost 20%, from 180 to about 218 or something like that. Look at it. With all the other things that are going to come with it, if we're able to export, one is that if you do this, Ruben, you're going to bring down the food inflation. You're going to create more jobs. We need about 7 million tons of rice today. We are producing about half of it. With this flooding, like I said, it's going to get worse. Imagine if we can double our rice production today, if we can triple it, which is doable. Because when I say it's doable, India is 1.4 billion living on 3.2 million land size. And we live on a third of their size with a population of 270 million. So we have huge land that we can move in and deal with. And if we can do this, the economic, and these are the low, what you can call, why do I say it's low-hanging fruit? It's not something you're going to do a lot. All you need is to restructure the engagement. Because people will say, you've been dealing with agriculture, why is it not working? Restructure your route to the engagement. Stop funding it, stop dealing with it. Go and resuscitate your Bank of Agriculture. Let them fund agriculture the way it should be funded. And resuscitating your Bank of Agriculture, you don't need to put money as such. You will just put small money, but get all the banks in Nigeria to say, go and own this bank and run it like a bank. Okay, but Mr. Peter Obi, it's not as easy as you just said it is. Should I tell you why? It's a very